Hello again everyone, welcome back to the channel, Comic Kid here, and today we will be reviewing the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Gambit figure. This is one of the newer figures that the company has put out, although it's not the newest. I believe Iron Man is actually the newest one at the moment. But yeah, let's get started. As you can see, he's in a pretty complex pose. This is kind of the whole point to the Revoltech line by Amazing Yamaguchi, is that they're known for having like all these insane, wacky, impossible poses. And so to get him off the stand there. Alrighty. So you may notice pretty immediately that these figures have a hard time standing on their own, especially some of the skinnier, lankier ones like Gambit here. I know like Wolverine and Cap can stand on their own, but they are like a little more properly proportioned, you could say. What really kind of shifts Gambit's weight is the trench coat here. But that doesn't stop him from being a really solid figure. So you can see down here, he comes with a ton of hands. He's got an alternate open-mouthed face there. He comes with 2 spare joints just in case you break any. And he comes with some card accessories as well. Now, to get into the figure itself, one thing Revoltech does that I've always really liked is these joints are always pretty stiff. And while that can give you a little bit of a hard time when you're trying to pose the figure, it definitely comes in handy for when you actually achieve that pose. So you might have to work it a little to get whatever pose you want, but once it's there, it's gonna stay. All the joints are pretty, like, they're just stiff enough to where you feel like he's not gonna move, but they're also not so stiff to where you feel like you're gonna break the actual figure. Now, one thing that I know a lot of people don't like about Amazing Yamaguchi's is the exposed joints. So you can see Gambit's shoulder has a pretty wide joint there. You can kind of cover it up with the trench coat, but it is still very exposed. His elbow joint right there is very exposed, and just like that, it snapped. This is common. Usually they just kind of snap back on, like so. So again, it's pretty easy to snap the joints, but it's not gonna like actually damage the figure. You haven't really broken anything by doing so. The other thing is that they are done in the like typical anime art style. So you can see that's not like a comic book version of Gambit, it's just the like anime version of Gambit. So if you like that art style, great. If you don't, then maybe the Amazing Yamaguchi figures aren't for you. Now, aside from the exposed joints, the key reason they're there is to give your figure like the ultimate posability, like as much posability as possible. As you can see in some of the photos here, he has so much more posability. Like, it's not even funny. What's also handy is that the trench coat itself is actually posable, and if you have the Legends Gambit or the Diamond Select Gambit, like that's a very stiff trench coat there. And so with this, you actually have some leeway as far as the pose goes. So if he is upside down, you can actually make it look like the fabric is falling as well. Or you can have it just kind of flowing straight down, just like any other Gambit figure. As far as scale goes, I actually have the Diamond Gambit figure here. And I don't have the Legends Gambit just yet, but I do have a box coming shortly. It should be on its way. I may do a review for the whole wave. I haven't quite decided yet. I don't even know if I want the whole wave, but I'm definitely going to be grabbing that Gambit and Beast. So, to fill in that Gambit's place for the time being, we have the Marvel Legends Rogue. As you can see, the Diamond figure is significantly taller, and the Rogue figure scales much better. Revoltech does tend to scale a little better with Legends in my opinion, but I mean they are still slightly off, and then if you throw in that art style, they're definitely going to stand out amongst the other figures, so that may still be something to consider if you're looking into the Revoltech line. Surprisingly enough, Revoltech actually has a bunch of X-Men available. Like, I want to say half of their figures, or half of their Marvel figures are X-Men, or at least close to half or something, if you count Deadpool. I don't know. But yes, that is everything for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to share this video, click like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next week.